Hello class 9. Good morning to everyone. Today we are going to start with the lesson number 5, Partition of Bengal, the Swadeshi and Boycott movements. Main objectives of this lesson are as follows: Partition of Bengal, the Swadeshi and Boycott movement, impact and significance of these movements, the Surat split 1907. Today we will discuss the partition of Bengal. Before discussion of the topic, we must know the following terms: reactionary, opposing political or social progress or reform; staunch, committed to attitude or someone or something strong; province, administrative division of a country; population, all the inhabitants of a particular place; culture, the art and the other manifestations of human ideas, customs, social behavior of a specific society; imperialist, related to the policy of imperialism; divide and rule, act of dividing the people or communities in such a way that they cannot come close to each other; corroborated, give support to statement or confirm; apprehension, fear that something bad or unpleasant will happen; minority, the smaller number or the part presentation less than the half of the whole. Partition of Bengal. As we know, Lord Curzon remained the Viceroy of Bengal from 1898 to 1905. This tenure was marked with the controversies. One of his administrative measures that resulted in the strong resentment was that partition of Bengal in 1905, which was considered as a concealed act on the Indian nationalism. Motive, causes of partition of Bengal. Bengal was partitioned into two parts in 1905. The Presidency of Bengal was the most thickly populated province in British India. It comprised Bengal, Bihar, Orissa, Chota Nagpur, and some remote areas. Remote areas means the areas which are not accessible. It extended an area of 4,89,500 square kilometer with huge population of 80 millions. The Bill of Partition of Bengal was passed on in 1903. Announcement of Bill of Partition by Lord Dalhousie in July 20, 1905. Implementation of Partition of Bengal was on October 16, 1905. The partition of Bengal was proposed by Risley, who was the Home Secretary of British government. Reasons of partition of Bengal given by Lord Curzon. The first and the main reason, according to Lord Curzon, was given an administrative necessity. It was said that the province of Bengal was too big to be efficiently administered by a single provincial government. It was quite difficult for a lieutenant governor to administer it effectively. Therefore, a scheme was prepared to divide a province of Bengal into two separate provinces. Now, let's come to the reading part. Lesson number 5, Partition of Bengal and Swadeshi and Boycott movements. Just have a look on the picture of Lord Curzon, who was responsible for the partition of Bengal. Let's come to the reading part. Lord Curzon became the Viceroy of India in 1898. He was very able administrator who laid the great emphasis on efficiency in administration. But at the same time, he was a reactionary and staunch enemy of Indian nationalism. As you know, Lord Curzon was Viceroy of India from 1898 to 1905. No doubt he was able administrator, but he was against the political and the social progress of India. Moreover, he was strictly against the Indian nationalism. Now let us discuss the reasons of the partition of Bengal as given by Lord Curzon. Bengal was partitioned into two parts in 1905 when Lord Curzon was the Viceroy of India. Various reasons and motives were behind this partition. The first and the main reason or motive, according to Lord Curzon, was given as administrative necessity. It was said that the province of Bengal was too big to be efficiently administered by a single provincial government. It Means, according to Lord Curzon, Bengal was very big province. For the better administration, he wanted to divide Bengal into two parts. The province of Bengal in those days was very large, one with the population about 8 crores and an area of 1,90,000 square miles. Means, Bengal was thickly populated with 8 crore of population and area is about 1,90,000 square miles. It was quite difficult for one lieutenant governor to administer it efficiently. Therefore, a scheme was prepared to divide the province of Bengal into two separate provinces. It means, according to the size of population, it was difficult to give better administration for a single authority. So they decided to decentralize it into two parts. A new province of East Bengal and Assam was created by amalgamating Assam and Chittagong with 15 districts of Old Bengal. A new province was created that is known as East Bengal and Assam, Chittagong with 15 districts of Old Bengal. A new province was to have an area of about 1,06,000 square miles and a population of about 31 million. Dhaka was made its capital. It had a Muslim majority. It means new province was assigned the area about 1,06,000 square miles with 31 million of population. Dhaka was made its capital with Muslim majority. It was very important saying by Montague for the Lord Curzon and Lord Dalhousie that Lord Curzon was a motor driver who spent all his energy and time in polishing the different parts of machinery, but he drove it without any destination. Like Lord Dalhousie, he sowed the wind and left in the successor to reap the whirlwind. Although he was a great administrator, he was a failure as a statesman. He was making his policies and implementing them without knowing the consequences. On the Lord Dalhousie, he was a great administrator, but he was not a good politician. We have discussed the reasons given by Lord Dalhousie. Now we will discuss what was the real motive according to the nationalist leaders. The real reason for the partition of Bengal was that the Hindus and Muslims of Bengal were culturally and emotionally much united. They were taking active participation in national movements. This bond was not liked by imperialist Viceroy Lord Curzon. He wanted to cut the roots of nationalism, wanted to divide the two communities, that is Hindus and Muslims, and wanted to rule on them by following the policy of divide and rule. And moreover, he wanted to drive a wedge between Hindus and Muslims. This was the real motive to weaken the strength of nationalism. The real motive, according to nationalist leader, was to curb the national enthusiasm and demonstrate British strength. The real reason for the partition of Bengal. The Hindus and Muslims of Bengal were culturally and emotionally much united and were taking an active part in the national movement. Such a thing was not liking of an imperialist viceroy like Lord Curzon. He wanted to cut at the very roots of the nationalism. Nationalism means love for your own country, and the best way was to divide the people into Hindus and Muslims and then to rule safely. Thus, they wanted to follow the policy of divide and rule and drive a wedge between the Hindus and Muslims. It means Hindus and Muslims, both the communities were friendly to each other and were taking active participation in the national movement. This bonding was not liked by Lord Curzon. Curzon wanted to create rift between Hindus and Muslims so that by dividing them they can rule safely. The motive appears to be the real one because the newly created provinces had the Muslim majority. Such a view is corroborated by the officials who worked out for the plan of the partition of Bengal as well as Lord Curzon himself. It means the real motive was to divide Hindus and Muslims. The new province, that is East Bengal with Assam, was with the Muslim majority. Plan of partition of Bengal was confirmed by the British officials and Lord Curzon himself. Now there is one more important saying by Lord Risley. He was the Home Secretary of the British government and he proposed the plan of partition of Bengal. Bengal united apart, Bengal divided will pull different ways. That is what the Congress leader feel. This apprehension was perfectly correct. According to Congress leaders, United Bengal can change the administration. Now there is very informative fact file. Bengal was divided into the provinces. Eastern Bengal joined with Assam and Western Bengal joined with the Bihar and Orissa. Eastern Bengal had a population of 31 million dominated by Bengali Muslims. West Bengal had a population of 54 millions dominated by non-Bengali population. In both the provinces, Bengali Hindu became a minority. The Bengalis considered it a big blow to their culture and literature. Just have a look. Partition of Bengal, two parts Bengal and East Bengal. Bengal, which includes the area Western District of Bengal, proper Bihar and Orissa, with population of 54 millions and capital Calcutta. On the other side, East Bengal and Assam, comprised of Eastern District of Bengal and Assam, population 31 million, capital Dhaka. The province of Eastern Bengal was dominated by Bengali Muslims. The province of Bengal was dominated by the non-Bengali population with 31 million non-Bengalis out of 54 million. In both the provinces, the Hindu Bengali population became a minority and it was a great stroke to Bengalis and their culture and literature. Children, in this video, we will do till here. In next video, we will start with the Swadeshi and the boycott movement. And you will have to reread this part again and learn the basic terms. Thank you. In this video, we are going to discuss about the Swadeshi and the boycott movement. Main objectives, aim of the movements, beginning of the movement, progress and program of the Swadeshi and boycott movement, policy of repression followed by government. Before the discussion of topic, we must know the following terms like Swadeshi, use of goods which are grown or manufactured in your own country, boycott, giving up the use of foreign goods, reactionary policy, policy related to opposing political or social progress, indigenous goods, goods which are locally found, employment, a state when the people are not engaged in economic activities, agitation, a state of anxiety or excitement, association, group of people organized for a joint purpose, policy of repression, act of controlling something by force, picketing, people stationed by a union outside a factory to prevent workers from entering, expel, forced to leave a place. Now let us discuss the introduction, aim of the Swadeshi and boycott movement. The Swadeshi and boycott movement began as an agitation to oppose the Bengal partition, which later turned into mass movement. The formal proclamation of Swadeshi movement was made on 7th August 1905 in a meeting held at Kolkata Town Hall. This movement has an important place in the history of India's freedom movement. This movement was started with a view to encourage the Indian industries and promote their interest. The Indian craftsmen were rendered jobless and idle. The chief aim of the movement of Swadeshi and boycott was to revive the popularity of local goods and to boycott foreign goods, to promote Indian industries, provide employment to craftsmen. It was natural that this movement would adversely hit the British interest, their trade and industry. Come to the reading part. Open the page number 117, the Swadeshi and the boycott movement. The people started the Swadeshi and boycott movement in 1905 to counteract the partition of Bengal. Swadeshi means things grown and manufactured in one's own country, and boycott means giving up the use of foreign goods. It means Swadeshi means use the goods which are produced in your own country, and boycott means say no to foreign goods. And this movement was raised because of the partition of Bengal. In fact, both these words are the sides of the one and the other same coin. Means they are the two sides of the same coin. In fact, they are contemporary and supplementary to each other. Without Swadeshi, there cannot be boycott of the foreign goods, and without boycott of the foreign goods, there can't be Swadeshi. Lord Curzon, who remained the Viceroy of India from 1898 to 1905, was a reactionary and he opposed the Indian nationalism. Lord Curzon was responsible for the partition of Bengal, who remained the Viceroy of India from 1898 to 1905, and he opposed the Indian nationalism. Wembley, to crush the Indian nationalism, he adopted the various measures such as Calcutta Corporation Act, the Indian University Act, the Official Secret Act, and his most controversial measure was the partition of 1905, which led to the widespread agitation not only in Bengal but also in other parts of India. It came to be known as Swadeshi and boycott movement and has an important place in the history of India's freedom. It means Curzon was responsible for the partition of Bengal because he was against the Indian nationalism, and for this he passed the several acts. Calcutta Corporation Act. It was passed in 1899. It was passed to increase the official members. Next is Indian University Act that was passed in 1904 by the Lord Curzon when he imposed a strict official control over the Indian universities because he considered them as the center of nationalism. He also passed the Official Secret Act. It was passed in 1904. In this act, the leakage of even the ordinary information regarding the civil administration considered illegal according to this act. Of Bengal in 1905, which led to the widespread agitation in Bengal. The partition of Bengal, the Swadeshi and boycott movement was started, and this movement occupied very eminent position in India's freedom movement. Aim of the movement. The Swadeshi and boycott movement began in 1905 as a part of agitation against the partition of Bengal. From this spread to the other parts of the country. There were several factors which led to the birth of the movement. The Indian leaders left that they could not produce any effect on the British government by holding the meetings, passing resolutions, and submitting prayers, appeals, and petition. By now and then, they had learned the futility of the constitutional method. Futility means lack of importance. Lord Curzon's reactionary measures, such as Kolkata Corporation Act, as we have discussed, and Indian University Act, the Official Secret Act, and the Partition of Bengal, also added fuel to the fire and agitated the Indian mind. It means Partition of Bengal was made in 1905. This event annoyed every Indian. People started agitation against this event, and the agitation started spreading in other parts of the country. The Indian leaders felt that the British government did not bother about their appeals, resolutions, prayers, petition, as the Indian leaders were using the constitutional methods. On the contrary, Lord Curzon took the forceful measures like Calcutta Corporation Act, Indian University Act, the Official Secret Act, and the Partition of Bengal, as we have discussed. These movements were started with the view to accelerate the pace of the freedom movement and to give a new dimension and direction. With it was associated with the desire to encourage the Indian industries and to promote their interest. The Indian craftsmen were rendered jobless and idle. Hence, the chief aim of these movements was to revive the popularity of indigenous goods. Indigenous goods means goods in local nature, to boycott the foreign goods, to promote Indian industries, and to provide employment to craftsmen. Employment is a situation when the people are not engaged in economic activities. It was natural that the movement would adversely hit the British interest, their trade, and the industry that would give a new life to the Indian industry. The main objective to start the Swadeshi and boycott movement to speed up the freedom movements for the new direction. Was in their mind that the new direction would encourage the Indian industry and to provide the employment to the jobless people, be able to make the better use of their local raw material, be able to make the best use of the Swadeshi good and boycott the foreign goods. This British trade would be affected badly, and that would be the great change for the Indian industry. Beginning of the movement. The movement Swadeshi and boycott started in Bengal. All sections of the Indians joined it. Moreover, meetings, demonstrations, processions were held all over the Bengal province. Indians were very excited and they raised the shouts of Vande Mataram. Pledged not to use the foreign goods was taken in Kali Mandir all over Bengal on September 1905. The partition of Bengal was enforced on October 16, 1905, and this day was called the Day of National Mourning. There was a hartal, means strikes. People fasted and went barefoot to take a bath in Ganga. Raised the slogan of Vande Mataram. Hindus and Muslims tied the Rakhis on each other's wrist as a symbol of brotherhood. The Bengalis rose like one man to resist and ready to sacrifice everything for the sake of their nation. Now let's come to the reading. The beginning of the movement. The movement started in Bengal as a part of agitation against the partition of Bengal. The publication of report giving the details of the partition of Bengal added fuel to fire. A fierce agitation followed in which the whole of Bengal, east and west, took place. It means people started a strong movement, that is Swadeshi and boycott movement against the partition of Bengal. In this movement, press played a very eminent role by publishing the reports, and through these reports, this movement spread in all corners of Bengal, east and west. Now, all sections of Indian, irrespective of age, religion, and profession, joined in condemning the partition. Meeting, processions, and demonstrations were held all over the province. A meeting was held in town hall of Kolkata in August 1905. A vast multitude gathered there. The excitement was intense. The shouts of Vande Mataram rent the air. Resolution on Swadeshi and boycott were adopted with great enthusiasm. The movement of Swadeshi and boycott raised the enthusiasm among the people. People start raising the slogan of Vande Mataram. Moreover, all the section of the society joined this movement. A pledge not to use the foreign good was taken in Kali temple all over Bengal. Vote that they will not use the foreign goods. The Muslim also expressed their sympathy and the wholehearted support to this movement. The partition of Bengal was enforced on 16th October 1905. It was called a day of national mourning. There was a general hartal. People fasted and went barefoot to take a bath in Ganga. There was a shouting Vande Mataram and singing patriotic songs. The Hindus and the Muslims tied Rakhi on their another's wrist as a symbol of brotherhood. They fasted during the day. Mass meeting was held all over Bengal and big crowd was took the oath of Swadeshi. The Bengalis rose like one man to resist, to suffer and to sacrifice everything. Partition of Bengal took place on 16th October 1905. People were not happy on this event. Hindus and Muslims, they showed their unity by tying the Rakhis on each other's wrist, by showing the symbol of brotherhood. They raised the slogan of Vande Mataram and they sung the patriotic songs. Progress and the program of Swadeshi and boycott movement. These movements started as an anti-partition agitation, but soon its nature and scope were broadened. Now a constructive program was evolved consisting of Swadeshi, boycott and national education. Education means giving the moral and intellectual instruction. These movements started at Bengal, but soon they crossed the frontiers. Frontiers means border of Bengal, the United Province, Now it is Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Maharashtra, and other parts of India began to stir. Both the groups of the Congress took an active part in them and made the efforts to popularize these movements in all parts of the country. Tagore, B.C. Paul, Arvindo Ghosh were the leading lights of the movement in the Bengal, and Lala Lajpat Rai and Tilak in the northern and western India. It means Swadeshi and boycott movement spread beyond the Bengal. Moreover, the program was planned, which includes Swadeshi, boycott, and national education. Early nationalists and assertive nationalists both took active part in this movement. The eminent personalities like Rabindranath Tagore, B.C. Paul, Arvindo Ghosh took active part to lead this movement. Lala Lajpat Rai and Bal Gangadhar Tilak encouraged this movement from the northern and the western part of India. The call for the boycott in Swadeshi was given at the thousands of public meetings all over Bengal in most of the major cities and towns in India. People were approached not to buy or to use the foreign goods. The movement found supporters in all classes of the society from prince and merchants to humble workers and even the sannyasis. Association of the different classes of people sprang up. They organized the volunteer to advance the cause of Swadeshi and boycott to devise the ways and means for setting up the national educational institutions. Thousands of the meetings were held to support this movement. Moreover, many societies held this movement and it was supported by prince, merchant, workers, and even sannyasis. They organized the volunteers on advanced basis by seeing the cause of Swadeshi and boycott and set up many educational institutions. Doctors, lawyers, teachers, workers refused to work for them. Mass meetings were held and the oath was taken to give up the purchase of the foreign goods. Shops dealing with the foreign goods were picketed. Foreign clothes, cigarettes, and the other articles were consigned to bonfire in the streets. Students and women took an active part in organizing the processions, picketing, and bonfire. Large sum was collected and helped these movements. Many textile mills, soap and the match factories, national banks and insurance companies were set up to help the people. Doctors, lawyers, and the workers also joined this movement. They vowed not to use the foreign goods. They helped to encourage these movements by every possible ways. Moreover, huge amount was collected for the help of this movement. Many textile, soap, match factories, national banks, and the insurance companies were set up for the help of people for this movement. Cheap sale soap of the Swadeshi were opened. Those who did not take part in these movements had to face a social boycott. The newspaper and magazine carried out the reports and articles on this topic, thus helped in making the movement successful. Foreign articles were not used as at the parties and the marriages. The leaders of Bengal set up the National Educational Institution to impart the literary, technical, and physical education. To most jealous workers of this movement were students from schools and the colleges. Means most enthusiastic student, the part was played by the students. They organized voluntary associations for picketing and propaganda. The programs of the Swadeshi and boycott went hand in hand. It means the people who were not engaged in the social and boycott movement, they were socially boycotted. It means they were not mingling in the society. And most important role was played by the newspaper and magazines who were carrying out the reports in making the movement successful. Important role was played by the enthusiastic students from the colleges and the schools. The policy of repression followed by government. To support these movements, the government followed the policy of repression and armed itself with the powerful weapons of repression and used them severely while the helpless people put up resistance with all their forces and willpower. The people and the local leaders were beaten mercilessly by the soldiers. Many of them were killed and suffered injuries. They were also put behind the bars, meetings were broken, and political leaders were arrested and threatened. In 1907, Lala Lajpat Rai and Ajit Singh were arrested and later on deported. In 1908, Tilak was sentenced to 6 year imprisonment. Arvindo Ghosh had also to spend a 1 year in a jail. The students suffered gladly for the national cause. Many of them were fined, expelled, even beaten and flogged. Grants in aid to the educational institutions were stopped. Teachers and the professors were threatened with a disciplinary action. And government also followed the policy of divide and rule. It devised a plan of concession to ensure the loyalty of the early nationalists. On the other hand, the English tried to wean away the Muslim from these movements by following the policy of conciliation towards them. The British government took the strict measures against the movement of Swadeshi and boycott. Like the people were beaten harshly, they were imprisoned, meetings were broken, political leaders were arrested and threatened like. In 1907, Lala Lajpat Rai and Ajit Singh were arrested and later on deported. In 1908, Bal Gangadhar Tilak was sentenced for 6 years imprisonment. Arvindo Ghosh also spent a year in a jail. Students were ready to sacrifice their life happily for the sake of their nation. Educational grants were stopped. Strict actions were taken against the teachers and professors. Moreover, the policy of divide and rule was followed by the British government. Carried out a plan to give the little concessions to those who remained loyal towards the British government, like the early nationalists, and took the Muslim in their confidence and asked them to remain away from these movements more beneficial for them. Today we will do till here, and you will have to reread this part, learn the basic terms, and kindly follow the SNAP homework. Thank you.